Yeah.
We got to get Jim's mic going. Go ahead.
Oh, later on, sometime, Holly, you got to promise me. I'm telling you, my driver, it's here.
You're slicing it?
Yes. And it's frustrating.
That means you're coming in with an open club face. We can fix that very easily.
See, I don't want to see on my driver. I don't want to close my hands.
It's like the reverse of.
No.
It's like the reverse.
You know what you do to fix that?
Scene, right?
You strengthen your left grip. That's all you do. It makes it impossible to go like that. You take this hand for everybody at home. You bring it further over. You might hook it really badly, but it makes it impossible for the right hand to take over.
Wait, what do you do?
Strengthen your left arm.
Are you strengthening your left arm?
Strengthen your left grip. That's it.
You strengthen your grip?
Yeah.
You don't strengthen both or just your left?
Just the left.
Just your left.
Just your left.
So then your right hand physically cannot take
Wait. You know what? We didn't plan on going here, but if people don't know, obviously Holly, you see her on golf, and she covers U.S. Open. She's a great golfer herself.
Thank you.
Gotta get free
She's wearing
lessons,
she's wearing her Puma gear because I know she's a spokesperson. And Jim lives the great retired NBA player life where he's on TV.
He's a good player.
And he's a very good golfer because he's a great athlete. Tony Romo came out over the weekend and says Tiger's got another run in him.
Yep.
Do you buy that, Holly?
I'll defer to Jim on this. We were talking about this during.
But why do you defer to Jim?
During the break?
We
Well, he had a good little stance on this.
Well, I asked you, then I'm going to ask him. But
I hope so is my answer, because at Golf Channel we always said Tiger doesn't move the needle. Tiger is the needle. Golf needs Tiger, and I hope. You know what? He did a lot better at the Hero Challenge than I thought he was going to do. He looks good. Jim, his swing looks good.
But to me, and you know this, Holly, with the game, the mental part of it with Tiger.
It's 95%.
The injuries and all of that stuff is great, but Dougie, it's like me and you going and changing our shooting stroke every year. How do you ever get comfortable with it? How do you ever develop any kind of
Frankly, that's why I couldn't shoot.
Right.
I was a Heinz 57 guy.
But you know what I mean? But you can't. But Tiger, what I did see was a couple of things. One, he was driving the ball with not an issue. Now, again, he's never been as accurate as everybody else on the tour, but he was driving it. And also his chipping, where a lot of it later on, before he
had the yips.
He did.
He had the yips.
He
but
did.
during the event, he was chipping the ball well. Now, I think he still needs to get in golf shape, because you can tell as the rounds get.
What is golf shape?
He had back fusion surgery. That's nothing minor here.
Okay, so look, I've always thought I'm still a Tiger Woods stockholder.
Sure.
And I'll give you kind of two reasons why. First is after the deal with his wife, even after that, and everything came out, and the Perkins waitress and whatever, he still finished fourth at the Masters. Like, I feel like at Augusta, he could play with a blindfold on and still, if he's healthy, finish in the top 10.
Yeah, in 2009 or 2010, he won 5 times on the PGA Tour.
Right.
Everybody only remembers the majors is what they remember.
And the other part is, well, he's too old. Well, look, two things you can't be. You can't be too drunk to fish, and you can't be too old to play golf. So I still want to believe. Still want to believe. So, Jim, you think he's got a run in him?
I do. I think he has it, and golf needs it from this perspective. And Holly, maybe you know this. I think last year the ratings in a lot of the Sunday championship matches were down. And we have great players.
We have great young players.
Rory, Jordan, Dustin. But here's my thing. Tiger had a storyline. He had something that the novice fan that wasn't a golfer would tune in on Sunday just to watch.
Yes.
And I don't think the other players have that gravitas where it just makes somebody just say, you know what, on Sunday or Saturday, I'm watching golf.
Yeah, the guys like Ricky and all the other youngsters, they all started playing, and golf became cool because of Tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
It will be cool again if Tiger. Everybody loves the comeback story. All right, let's get to the NBA.
Okay.
KD versus LeBron. Give me your takeaway from that matchup yesterday at the Oracle.
Well, KD's been eating at the table with LeBron for a few years now in regards to where he's grown his game. I mean, at 6'10", 6'11", can shoot it off the dribble, can catch and shoot, can get to the basket. He's added the defensive dimension to it. I mean, the question always goes back to, can KeVin Durant by himself lead a team? That's what it ultimately going to come down to. Skill-wise, he's right there. He shoots the ball better. Mid-range, also from deep, than LeBron. LeBron's intangibles are from a leadership perspective and how inclusive he is and how he can just will a team to win is something that we haven't seen in KD yet, because he hasn't taken a mediocre team to a championship level. But KD's been at the table in regards to talent for the last couple of years in regards to LeBron. No question.
I also think that one of the things that elevates him is the big stage, not just the NBA Finals. People forget the World Championship team, the Olympic team. He was the go-to guy then. This is what's hard for me as growing up in a basketball family.
Right.
I love LeBron, but he's unlike any other superstar in this way. And I know yesterday he tried to take over, but much of that is because there is no Isaiah Thomas or there is no Kyrie Irving. But a lot of times in his career, he's deferred at the end of a game. And how we grew up playing, you as a high school and college superstar, the best player always tries to take over and tries to make buckets at the end of big games. And that's never been how LeBron truly is. He'll do it, but it's not his default. His default is to create shots for others. And even Magic would hit more big shots than LeBron's hit. So that's the part where Durant is more kind of the classic alpha than LeBron is the classic alpha offensively.
Well, but LeBron, it goes back to when he was in high school. LeBron played the same way he's playing now. Okay? In high school, he could have averaged 40, 45 points easily. But he knew his teammates needed to feel a self-worth in order for them to win and win consistently. So he would do this.
Yep.
And now you didn't go to college, so you didn't understand those dynamics. You came right to the league, and he played the same way. So he's playing the same way he's always played. Yeah. Would I love him to take more shots at the end of the game? Yes. Oh, would love him to death, but he does. Would I love him to develop his post game? Because as he gets older,
he never has. He's 15 years in the league.
But no, 1 year when second year in Miami.
Yes.
Devastating left.
He worked with Akeem Olajuwon.
Oh, but now think about this. As he's getting older, his free throw average per game is down. Attempts per game is down to 5.8, 5.9. Second lowest of his career. He's not getting by guys as quickly, okay? He still can get by, but not like that.
No, he needs to go down. He needs to be going downhill in transition or turn the corner.
Exactly, and that's just part of age.
Let me ask you quickly. Earl Thomas went up to Jason Garrett after the game when they eliminated the Cowboys from the playoffs and was like, "Hey, man, come get me," and then doubled down on it afterwards.
Yeah.
You've been on multiple NBA teams. Have you ever pulled an Earl Thomas?
No, I should have. Maybe I should have, and I got to a good team earlier in my career. But I think the logistics look bad because it happened right after the elimination loss of the Cowboys, and optics were bad.
Yeah.
And in today's world, you got to understand cameras. You got microphones everywhere. It's not like it's the first time somebody went up to a coach or a player and said, "You know what? Listen, I'm a free agent. Come holler at me afterwards." It's not the first time, but the optics don't look really good when you can hear it and see it. That's the problem. Now, how it looks in the locker room to his teammates too. Like, bruh, I get it. You may be a free agent, but just wait until after. Go to the side by the bus when nobody sees you.
You can text somebody.
Exactly.
If you're really friends with Des Bryant, this could have friends with Des
Holler
Bryant.
at Des. And say, Des, tell Jason and Jerry, holler at me after the season.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being a part. And that's the kind of stuff that can really divide a team, even though you know that's part of it, but it just doesn't look good.
And look, do you have to love everybody you play with?
No.
Of course not.
No.
But you do have to think that they're
bought in.
Yes.
Just at least buy in. Buy in for this time period. You go do your thing, I'll do mine, but give me that.
You'll see him on Speak for Yourself. You'll probably see him in a cigar bar somewhere
That's
in
right.
West Los Angeles.
And a golf course, too. A golf course coming near you.
Golf course.
I got you.
Any of my Sooner friends flying in for the Rose Bowl want to take Jimmy out for a good round of golf.
Please, come on. I'm America's guest.
He'll fix that slice now. He's got the wrist turned over. Yesterday was a great example why the NBA is unbelievable. You saw the two best players in the game facing off against one another. But I think we actually learned something